So we started the morning with a little trip to Walmart. Lily's got a birthday party to go to today, so we had to get her friend some stuff. And now I'm home. Had my coffee. That was the first thing. Got to have the coffee. Got to have the coffee. So I'm chopping up this chicken. Yes, I chop it up frozen because it's easier to chop. Trust me. And I'm throwing it in the crock pot with some stuff, some Rotel and some peppers and onions and some spices, and we're gonna let that simmer all day so we can have some really good tacos tonight. And then we're gonna head to the garage and make some candles. So a new discovery last night by just going through and really smelling some of the fragrances that I have, and I'll tell you, I'm obsessed with this new one. And it's very powerful but very elegant. And we'll go out to the garage and we'll make those candles next. So little dad hack tip that I got here: when I make my anything for tacos or burritos or whatever, I always use this. It's chicken bouillon flavored tomato bouillon, however that makes sense. But about a quarter cup of that. I always use little nutritional yeast. It's good for your gut and it does improve flavor of the food. I'm not even measuring. Maybe a tablespoon, maybe two, I don't. And of course, chicken bouillon. And I'm gonna go with about 2 tablespoons of that. We don't want it over salty. But man, I'll tell you, it makes all the difference. If you're gonna crock pot meat for Mexican food, just my opinion, but put that in some hot water. I already got garlic in there, so that goes without saying. Anyway, let's get to the garage. All right, so we finally made it to the garage. I got dinner going and hanging out here with Lily. So if you hear some kids out here, that's my daughter's running around with her friends. They're kind of doing a little mini garage sale. So the candles I sent out yesterday are a great scent. I really love it. But then I got bored last night and I started going through some scents, and I got this one from Hive and Honey. It's called Alistair. And this might be backwards because I think my camera's flipped around again. But I really loved it. But I wanted to make my own, so I didn't want to obviously do a standalone. So I started going through the Hive and Honey scents, and then I have my Candle Science over here. And then next to that, I've got my Nature's Garden. So I just started kind of going through everything, and I wanted to make my own unique scent. And so I definitely wanted to use the Alistair because I love it. Very expensive, but oh my God, it's so much. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. And I'll kind of, it'll remind me of what some of the notes are. Little perfume smellers. And also, if you're gonna be smelling scents, I put some coffee beans in here, and it kind of rinses your sinus cavity of the scents that you've been inhaling, because that seems to be all you can smell for the rest of the night. But this, it kind of refreshes it and kind of cleanses the palate a little bit. So I get one of these, keep it on hand. This is just a K-cup thing. I put my coffee beans in. It's perfect. Anyways, so the Alistair. Get my top on here so I don't spill it. That would suck to knock it over. And I would just get more, but the waiting is the worst part. So, Alistair. So it definitely has a cypress smell. I don't know, cypress is pretty strong. But also some vetiver and tobacco, really strong cypress, which I like. I like the smell of it. But it's got a smoky, like sandalwood undertone. Some amber maybe, but I'll have to look on the ingredients. But I'm pretty close. I kind of went over them last night, so they're in my head. But really nice. So what I did was I wrote them down and kind of just set this off to the side. And then I went through a bunch of them And the only one that really matched, well, a lot of them have the same tones, so I didn't want double the tones. It doesn't do any good. I wanted to kind of throw it off and dip it into like maybe the sweeter side, maybe some vanilla. So I went through all these. I'm trying to find, I think it was called, I wrote it down, Iced Vanilla Woodlands. There it is right there. And we'll do a little scent test on this. And then I'll show you how I kind of put them together. But oh my God, completely obsessed with this one. This is the one we're making today. We're gonna make, and I'm going full on, gonna make some real candles with it. Not just some tests. But cleanse the palette. Another one of these guys. And I dip it in about the same depth because I want it 50-50, a true 50-50, you know what I mean? And then I just kind of take them together. Oh my God. These are bonkers. Totally obsessed with this. So with the reason that iced vanilla paired so well with it is definitely the vanilla. That's the first thing I saw was vanilla. And I wanted a sweet tone to go with the Alistair. And it definitely has a lavender, vanilla, some woodsy, maybe like cedar, something like that. But like a smoky, woodsy scent. I can't really explain it. I'm not real good with identifying the notes yet, but I'm getting there. But I can definitely pick apart what are the top notes and the bottom notes. The middle notes, I kind of don't really get, but I guess like wine tasters, I'll understand it someday. But definitely the vanilla and the lavender, and then some smokiness with the cedar, and it just pairs so well with this. It smells very, very, I don't know what you would get, rich. It's like, it reminds me of, there was a hotel. It was right above a beach called Las Brisas, down by Laguna Beach. And there's a Ritz-Carlton down there. And when you walk into the foyer, it reminds me of just like that. The smell was very rich. It's a smell that automatically reminds you of, you know, opulence and prosperity and wealth. Just one of those places where I don't feel like I belong. You know, especially back then. I didn't have a pot to piss in. I was basically just a surf bum. But this definitely right away, bing, that's what hit me. And then the sense of kind of, not really floral, but together they kind of do have this weird floral scent. Maybe it's the lavender, but the surrounding area of it was all these bushes that were very well maintained, very well manicured, and it just smelled really good there all the time. And so me and Amanda used to hang out at the beach below, and it was just cool. And there was artists up there, and very artsy community. It was just a cool place to hang out. It made me feel good. But then one day, I forget the reason. Someone was having a party or something, a catering event. Well, it was an art show. So I went in there to check it out, and I felt so out of place. I was in my shorts and flip-flops. I was sunburnt and big smile from ear to ear, though. But when I walked in there, I felt out of place. But this reminds me of it 100%. Like, there's no denying that when you smell this, for me anyways, that's what pops in my head is wealth and prosperity and just clean, nice, you know? So we're gonna make these and let's get going. I almost forgot, hang on 1 minute. I got something that is very exciting and it is perfect for this occasion. So these are my notes. I write down, always write down recipes when they pop in your head, write this stuff down. So I'm just trying to make some room here. I ordered these and they're more money than I really want to spend on production, but for this collection, it's very high end, right? No denying it. All the ingredients I'm using are top of the line, pretty expensive, but I don't care. It's so worth it. When you're producing art or something and you want to do it well, I just don't want to put out another candle. You know, so many candles or so many candles that I've done. I was using the essential oils, which essential oils are really good and they have a lot of medicinal values and they smell great. But I got tired of every candle I've smelled out there, I think, kind of smells either really synthetic, like a synthetic smell, or it smells like patchouli or some other essential oil. And so I just got tired of it, and I wanted real fragrance. You know, maybe essential oils mixed in here and there, like eucalyptus or the cypress or some mint. Those are phenomenal. And like I said, they all have their medicinal values, and some people, that's what they like. Some people really like the essential oil smell. But I kind of wanted to get away from that a little bit, and that's just me. And that's what I want this collection to be, pure high end. So I'm not really worried about cost right now. I'm not at that stage of my business. I just want to put out phenomenal, like something you can't get anywhere else. And something that no matter what you smell, you're always going to go, oh man, that one, there's nothing that's compared to that. Anyways, so I ordered these, and they are all matching, and let's just see them. These are the vessels. These are going to be 6-ounce candles in these vessels. They're matted, which I really love. They got the bamboo tops. A lot of candles have bamboo tops bigger, but I figured I can have these laser etched, right, with Dream Kettle. So these are the vessels, and they also came with really nice packaging. This is nice packaging. And here's one I put together just so you could see it. But this is what the packaging is going to be. My label will be in here. And of course, I'll put all my stuff on there to identify that it's Dream Kettle product, official Dream Kettle product. Pretty soon that will be very important, that you have an official Dream Kettle product. Anyways, so these are 7-ounce vessels, and I think they're going to be 5.5 or 6-ounce pours. I'll make sure, I'll weigh them out. I'm not going to jip anybody. I'll put it right on the label exactly what they are. So these are those. These are those. And for the bigger ones, hang on. Then I'm going to make some larger. Sorry, should have been ready for this, but I'm getting better with the videos. Not there yet, though. These are the larger vessels. They also come with the same packaging with the window. I haven't put any of these together yet for you, but I will. But these are the larger ones. These are 14 ounce. And so it's going to probably be about a 12-ounce fill. And these will be double wicked. So you're going to have the 14-ounce size and the 7-ounce size. And they will both be the same fragrance. I'm going to make this whole lot for this collection right now. And I'm going to shelve them, and they're going to cure for at least 2 weeks. And these are a for sure shoe-in. I vetted them already. And I'm not going to wait on these. This is one I'm not going to wait. Some of you are like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if other people are going to like it. And this one, I don't care. It's phenomenal. And when it elicited that emotion from that one time in my life, which was just a blast. I didn't have a care in the world. Frolicking around the beach every day, surfing, eating what we could at night. It was a blast. I'll never forget it. And then stepping into wealth once in a while, because that area, you could be the poor kid on the block, but you're going to run into wealth every time you turn a corner. So, enough yapping. Let's get making these candles. And I'll go step by step while we do it. All right, so last night I wrote everything down. I wanted everything to be precise. I've done other candles and been off by a part of an ounce here or there, and I wanted this one to be really dialed in. I wanted it to be perfect. So I wrote everything down and didn't want any hiccups today. And so I pour the fragrances down a stick. I usually use my thermometer, but I have these chopsticks here, and it keeps me from spilling down the side of the bottle and pouring all over the place. So using this technique has really worked out well for me, and it helps me pour a little slower and be a lot more precise. And now I'll add the second half of the fragrance and use this method. Do it slow. I won't want to spill it. And man, the fragrance is filling my workspace. I can't tell you how happy it's making me. This is going to be a really nice candle. I can't wait to smell the burn on it. And now, like always, I will put a bag on it and I'll seal it with a rubber band. You know, especially if you knock it over, you don't want to waste all that. And I'm kind of clumsy, so better safe than sorry. I'd rather take a few extra seconds and make sure that I'm not going to be spilling anything. And I'll carefully do the wax blend. I'm going to do 50% of the cocoa soy and 50% in the cocoa apricot cream. Man, that wax is so nice. And looking back on it, I wish I would have put the apricot cream before the cocoa soy, because viscosity, it's going to melt faster than the cocoa soy. So I'll just flip it around when I get a chance. And now I'll add the cocoa soy blend, 50% of that. And this stuff's a lot chunkier and it kind of flies everywhere when I break it up. Whereas the coconut apricot cream is so much richer and butterier, and it's like creamy, and it smells a lot better too. But this blend though is perfect because it's going to be nice and firm even in the warm weather, and you know, being in Arizona, that's going to be important. So we'll get it all into the boiler and we'll get it melted down, get it at optimum temperature, and we'll start getting the fragrance mixed in there. All right, we got the wax on the double boiler. We'll get that up to about 200 degrees, and then we'll get some fragrance put in there. All right, so we're gonna get to cleaning these vessels. I'm gonna do 6 of these 7-ounce ones and 2 of the 14-ounce ones. We'll just go through doing these 7 right now, since I can kind of move them all at the same time and we don't have to split it up. And we'll just go through making these from start to finish. We already got started with the wax and the fragrance. And I know I use the word opulence a lot, but it's really, I want this collection to really ooze it. I want it to be luxurious and lavish and rich, and I want to elicit those kind of feelings when you smell it. Maybe hopefully a feeling of familiarity if you've been in a place like that or you exist in a place like that. I get to visit places of luxury from time to time, and they always have the same things in common. It's the way they smell, how clean everything is, and how calm everything is. And I just love being in that place when I get a chance to be in that environment. So if I can make a candle that is constantly eliciting that emotion in you, that's what I'm after. So yeah, that's what this collection is after. And that's why I use that word a lot, because in their own, they're going to be individual. They'll have their own individual properties and their own individual characteristics. But as a whole, the collection, that's what I'm going after. So let's get these vessels clean and get them wicked up. Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more. But I'm not going to give up and fall. Rise above the door, meet all my challenges and search for my strength. Today we're going to use the proportion pourer, and it just allows me to be a little neater, a little more precise on what I'm doing. So we're going to use this guy today. Let's go check on our wax. All right, we're just hovering around 200 degrees, right around 197 or something. And we're about to add our fragrance in about another, I don't know. I'm gonna add it in at like 180 on this one and see if I can get a better scent throw. I put it in a little too high in the last one, and I think that it kind of burned some of it off. I don't want that to happen. This is the best thing I've ever smelled. Literally. So We're gonna let that get down to about, I don't know, 180, between 185 and 190. We'll add our fragrance and then we'll pour at 170. All right, we're at the good pouring temperature, I think, 175. I went a little lower. I really think this is gonna blend just fine, but I didn't want any to burn off. So we're gonna go a little bit lower and let's go ahead and pour it in.
Let's go to work, 'cause I'm tripping. Gotta work on myself, 'cause I'm falling apart. Please wake me up, 'cause I'm slipping. Can't fight this feeling off no more. But I'm not going to give up and fall. Rise above the door, meet all my challenges and search for my strength. I defeat them all. I'm never ever gonna hide no more. I come to love myself again. Yeah. For all the things I didn't know, the pain, the hurt, I let it go. I start to believe in myself and life will be sweet again. So sweet again. Above it all, meet all my challenges and search for my strength. I defeat a ball. I never ever gonna hide no more.
Portion vessel worked great. They came out very nice. We'll see how they set up. I think, man, I can't explain the smell to you in here, the fragrance. Oh, it's driving me crazy. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. It's official. So let's let these set up, and I got some melts. And I'll check back with you. So when I tell you that I'm having a moment, I'll tell you what, pouring these candles, you know, there's something in the back of your brain, and this is scientific fact. It's called the reticular activating system. When something happens to you in your life, something traumatic or something good, your brain has a chemical response and it stores it in part of your brain. So next time something happens, say if it's something traumatic, you can know whether to fight or flight, or it kind of tries to get your body to know what to do in a certain situation And this elicits a chemical reaction in my brain that is dopamine. It relaxes me, gets rid of all my cortisol. This is so relaxing and so refreshing. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like I said, a part of opulence and wealth and luxury is everything's kind of done for you, right? So there's a lot less chaos in your life. And they say money doesn't buy happiness. I call complete BS. It sure helps. It might not complete everything, but it sure helps. And because it can bring calm to your life and cut out the chaos, because you can buy that stuff away. So, but anyways, it kind of elicits that kind of chemical response for me. And it does remind me when I'm in a place of luxury, and it's just a feeling of safety and calm and just so refreshing. So I'm pouring these candles. I just thought I'd share that. It was kind of, I don't know. It just keeps ringing familiarity in your head. Like, have you ever had, not really deja vu, but something like deja vu times 1,000, where a sound or a scent, it'll bring a sense of familiarity. You won't know why, but it's very strong. That's kind of what it does for me. So anyways, when it goes out, I hope it does the same for you, because it's pretty amazing. And it's exactly what I was looking for. I did exactly what I was trying to do to get out of these candles. So cheers to this collection. So far, so good. And we'll let these set up. And I'm just gonna sit in here and drink my coffee, listen to some music, and wait for these to set up and kind of reminisce, maybe do some other scents. I don't know. But that's what's happening. And until next time, cheers. Thanks for hanging out. I'll give you an update and I finished this video. Dream Kettle, man. That's why I called it Dream Kettle. It just kind of cooking dreams, and the steam coming out I picture as like a fragrance coming out that elicits all these memories and some new feelings and something for your reticular activation system. Anyway, cheers.